Good morning, everybody. Here we're on, well, this is supposed to be Saturday, but Saturday was busy and I didn't get it done, so this is a catch up for Saturday. Um, we're reading close to the end of Proverbs. Um, it's a funny thing about the Bible and the Word of God and people's attitude towards it. They treat everything in it as if it's some instruction from the Lord. So if they read it in the Bible, they think it's okay. God says it's okay, but we forget that this is the story. This is the history of our relationship with God and God's relationship with us. And he tells the whole story. He gives the whole thing. He gives the good and the bad. So there's stuff in there that's listed that is not intended for us to follow. But it's simply because it's part of the history, and that doesn't do any editing. It's there. It's for us to see and to understand. And so we find in Proverbs 30 a man who admittedly is tired. He's tired, and there's a disconnect with God. And in it, he prays, Lord, don't give me wealth, and don't give me poverty, because if you give me wealth, then I'll be dependent on it instead of on you. And if you give me poverty, I'd be tempted to steal, to provide for myself. And people look at that and they think, hey, that's a good prayer. But I'll remind you, it's from a man who's tired and is disconnected from Father. And I've lived with this attitude, and I've avoided seeking after the Lord's definition of prosperity. Let's say it's not where money becomes the central thing. It's where He equips us for the work that He's given us, and He gives us things sometimes just because He loves us and wants to glorify Himself in it. And I have struggled with that, and I have denied it. And when people have been given to bless me, and doors of opportunity have opened, with a sense of false humility, I've denied those things because of this prayer. But it's wrong. It's as simple as that. It's wrong. Dad is going to do whatever he wants to do, however he wants to do it. And we're given throughout the Word the understanding prosperity is wellness, okay? And it can include money, and it can include friends, it can include positions, it can include promotion, it can include any number of things. It's a wellness thing, that we're in a place of joy, and a place where He is glorified in our life. And I don't want to go too much into that. It's more of wanting to point out that we have to be very careful when we read the Word of God. We cannot read the Word of God in our own understanding, in our flesh, in our limited mental ability. We have to read and study the Word by the Spirit, because the Spirit gives us a revelation. The Spirit gives us understanding. The Spirit reveals the hidden things. The Spirit just comes at an angle that we're not used to. So, yeah, just be careful. Don't read it when you're tired. And it's best that you read it with a seeking heart, seeking just whatever the Lord wants to speak to us. So, you have a blessed day, and we'll talk to you later. God bless.